Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. In today's video, I am going to be creating a Halloween tablescape, and I have a recipe to share with you guys. I am making spooky Southwest stuffed peppers, so stick around and see how everything turns out. I've been making this recipe for a while. I just put a little Halloween twist on it, and they are absolutely amazing. But right now I am clearing off all of my fall tablescape decor, and I wanted to do something fun for Halloween, so I decided to change it up, having a little fun here with my fall Mrs. Meyer's spray that I'm going to clean off the table with before I get started. So I got a few new things for my tablescape. I got this beautiful runner. It is so cute. I love all the sparkles on it. It's just super nice. I got it at HomeGoods. They have so many choices for table runners and table setting stuff. They just have such great prices. I love shopping for my tablescape stuff at HomeGoods. And I also got my placemats there, and they are these really pretty spiderweb placemats. They have a really pretty shimmer to them, and I am just going to place these on the table, and then I will be adding the same plates that I used for the fall tablescape. I did get those from Target, so I will link those in the description box below if you want to check them out. They're kind of like a dark gray color, and I just thought they would be really pretty for the tablescape. I put this little pumpkin guy that I got at HomeGoods in the centerpiece. Also, these are the napkins and the napkin hole rings that I got, and I couldn't decide which ones to use. They were both so beautiful. Oh my gosh, it was such a hard decision. Which would you guys pick? You'll see what I picked in the end, but I can always swap them out. I couldn't really find anything that I wanted to use for the centerpiece, so I just put a few of these little pedestals back on the table, just using what I already had, because I just couldn't figure anything out when I was at the store. And I had these Harlequin print pumpkins that I really love, and they kind of matched the pumpkin guy, because see, he has that pattern on the bottom, and those napkin rings, they did have that pattern on them, but I went ahead and used the spiderweb ones before I even decided to put those pumpkins up. So I think either of them would have been really pretty, but the spiderweb ones kind of just blended in a little bit more. And then I found those dried stems at HomeGoods as well. Also, those cups that I got, oh my goodness, they are so gorgeous. But we'll get back to the tablescape here in just a minute, and you can see how everything turned out. Right now, we are going to start on that dinner, those spooky Southwest stuffed peppers. First, I'm going to start out by browning 1 pound of ground beef, and then I'm going to chop up an onion really finely and put it in the beef and let that saute a little bit. Then I am going to add in a can of green chilies and a few cloves of garlic. I use this jar garlic because it's just so much easier than crushing the garlic cloves for me. So I just put like a couple little teaspoons of that. It tells you on the jar how much is equal to however many cloves, but you know, I just eyeball it with garlic. Also, I chop up about 1 little stalk of celery really finely, and I add that to the mixture as well. And you're just gonna let all that saute in the pan for a little bit, and then you are going to start to add your sauces and seasonings. I'm going to add 1 can of diced tomatoes. I like the petite diced tomatoes, so they're pretty small. And then I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. And then I'm going to add my seasonings. which are about 2 teaspoons of cumin and a teaspoon of chili powder, and then I'm going to add some salt and pepper as well. I was also filming this recipe for a TikTok, so you'll have to ignore my other tripod that got in the way. So I didn't even see that when I put it there, so I'm sorry about that. Just ignore that. And also follow me on TikTok. I will link it down below in the description box. Next, I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients to the mixture. I'm adding a can of black beans, and then I'm going to add some frozen corn, just however much you like. I didn't add the whole bag, I just poured a little bit out of it. And then after you've got that all mixed in and settled together, you are going to add your rice. So what you can do is you can just put in about 1.5 cups of rice and 2 cups of chicken broth into your mixture and put the lid on and let that cook for about 20 minutes. Or if you want to save time, you can just pre-cook your rice in the chicken broth for 20 minutes and just go ahead and mix it into the mixture. Then once everything is done, you are going to stuff your peppers. Now, I stuffed 4 peppers, but we also like to eat this in burritos, so we will take a tortilla and just fill it up and top it with cheese, jalapenos, and some hot sauce, and it is so good. But what makes this recipe Halloween and spooky is I carved little jack-o'-lantern faces and used all orange bell peppers. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. And it only took me about 5 minutes to carve the little faces in, just with a paring knife, just how you would do a jack-o'-lantern. I just made 2 little triangles for the eyes and just a little face with a little cute little tooth, and I think they are so adorable. Of course, you wash your peppers and take the insides out in order to do this. If your pepper doesn't stand straight, you can just cut some of it off the bottom so that it stands up nicely. I had one pepper he was just a big old guy back there. I was going to cut some of him off, but I liked him. I thought he was so cute. I was slim pickings in the orange pepper department, so I didn't really get to pick out of a bunch of nice looking orange peppers. They weren't a lot available. Now I'm just going to top this with some Mexican cheese and put the tops back on with the stems, because if you're just making regular bell pepper stuffed peppers, you wouldn't put the tops on, but it's the top of their little jack-o'-lantern heads. It adds to the whole look. So I'm going to put the tops back on, bake them in the oven, and look how adorable they came out. I think they are so cute and such a fun meal to serve this holiday season. And here I am serving it up to my guest that I had. Meet Billy, Dawn, and Carl. They are going to be having dinner with me tonight, so hopefully they like what I prepared. And this is what the finished tablescape looks like. I just think it is so much fun, and I think Billy, Dawn, and Carl really love it, and everything turned out great. Oh, I forgot to mention that I added these candles that I got from the Target dollar spot, and I put down a little spooky or a creepy cloth, a creepy cloth, a white one underneath the runner, and I think that really just tied everything together. I filled our little candy man up with some candy corn, and I just love candy corn, so I may be one of the few, but it is so good. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on a video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!